they actually going to title Scream 6 Scream 2? Let's get into this.
What's your favorite scary movie? Hey, man.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing now.
Oh, Lord on the beat!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes dead is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking a little bit about Scream 2, specifically about a better look at the title of the film, or at least the working title as of right now, as well as some filming dates that have a lot of fans questioning what the heck is going on here. Before we get into that, if you guys could like this video and subscribe if you're new here, I would greatly appreciate it. So we've gotten ourselves a better look at the clapboard for Scream 2, Scream 6, Scream with 2 exclamation points, whatever the heck they want to call this thing, and wow, it really is starting to look like this movie is going to be called Scream with 2 exclamation points. As much as I don't want this film to be called Scream 2, Scream with 2 exclamation points is a million times more ridiculous to me. Like, the last movie already titled itself Scream Again, which is kind of weird at the first place. Fans didn't love that across the board, and now you want to call the next movie also again Scream, but now just louder? I just cannot simply fathom a way how this could be a good idea to title your film this. Like, Scream 2 actually makes sense from a marketing standpoint. They just put out Scream last year, and now to call this one Scream 2, that would make sense, but Scream just louder with 2 exclamation points? That just does not make any sense to me. That is a really, really bizarre title. I really hope they don't go with that. I also want to point out that during the production of the last Scream movie, there was a completely different logo for Scream. Like, it had this slash through it. It was actually pretty cool. I really liked it, but they didn't end up going with that logo. They ended up going with this instead. So this may not be the final design. Like I said, I seriously doubt the name of this film is just going to be Scream but louder. So it will most likely just be Scream 2 opposed to Scream 6, even though I will still be calling it Scream 6 here. Now, Variety has just reported some things about the shoot dates that have a lot of fans questioning what the heck is going on and why this is taking so long to film. You can either read these shoot dates as starting from July 6th of 2022 to September 10th of 2022, but what it's actually saying, at least what I think, is June 7th, 2022 to October 9th of 2022. The reason I say that is because they obviously did not start in early July. They started in June. We actually got set photos in late June that I reported on. Now, what's weird about this is, according to Variety, they're going to be filming this for about 4 months, which just doesn't really add up, especially for a 2-hour Scream movie, or possibly longer, fingers crossed. But if you remember from the last film, they were filming from September 23rd to November 17th. That's not even 2 months. So why is it taking them so long to film this movie? Now, this could be an overestimation, or they could be accounting for reshoots, something along those lines, but something else we found out about the film recently is that it does take place around Halloween time. So maybe they're actually waiting until October to film some other select shots. It could explain why we haven't seen certain cast members make their debut, like in set photos, yet. Many have been questioning online why they're filming a bunch of outside stuff when it clearly looks like summer in Montreal. So if they were to wait until fall to film some of the exterior stuff, that would make sense, but also from a post-production standpoint, this would be a nightmare to not have the entire film wrapped at that point. Because another thing I want to remind you of regarding Scream 5 was, yes, they did wrap filming on November 17th of 2020, but they didn't finish the film until July of the next year. If you've been following this page for a while, you probably remember seeing all of the set photos and all of like the first shots of Ghostface. It was really exciting, and then we got that video from composer Brian Tyler, who was giving us our first shots of Dewey in the movie. Another thing I find odd about this movie is the last I heard about when production was going to wrap was August 22nd. If you watched my video yesterday, I talked about how odd it was that we're getting our first set pictures of Kirby Reed towards the ending of filming, meaning like maybe she doesn't have too much runtime, which is why I kind of thought like, oh, maybe she dies in this film. I wanted to theorize a little bit about that, because why not? Even though I did read your comments, and yes, a lot of you do not want Kirby to die, and that's totally understandable. She's a fan favorite character, she's badass, I love her myself. I also don't think it's like a dishonorable thing to die in a slasher movie. Like, if I asked to be in the new Scream movie and for some ungodly reason they said yes, and they're like, hey Jake, we're gonna kill you, that would be exciting to me. Like, I would love to spit up some blood while Ghostface pretends to stab me. I mean, like, if he really stabbed me and really killed me, that would probably suck. I would probably go, ow, hey, please stop doing that, sir. But ultimately, I just feel like it's much more of an honor to die in a horror movie than anything. I don't know, that's just my take on it. But what do you guys think about all of this Scream news, or Scream 2 news, or Scream 6 news? Let's just call it Scream 6. That makes it a little easier. Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Scream 6 update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, if you want to see more movie updates from this guy who screams at you, go over to Movie Smoothie, my second channel where I report on just about everything else I'm excited for, including Rick and Morty Season 6, DCEU stuff, and MCU stuff. Thank you all so much for watching again, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.